All right, these are my go-to paint brushes. They're just house painting brushes. You can get a set of 4, sometimes 5, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4-inch brushes in here. They're about $17 at your home improvement store. Now, you know, I like to repurpose things, and I've found that this makes a pretty nice little palette. I can put my paints in here and close this. I'm sorry. I can put the paints in here, and then when the day's through, I can spritz them down, you know, put a little, you know, just spray a little water on top of them, and not much, and then seal it up like that, and the next day when I come in here, they're fine. They're not dried out. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm getting ready for a big art show, probably next month, hopefully. I haven't scheduled it yet, but either June or July, and this is May. I have about 80 paintings, but maybe 40 of them I'm not too happy with. This is one of those paintings that I'm just not happy with it. Could I sell it? I don't know. You know, I could try, but since I'm not happy with it, I'm just going to go ahead and paint over it. Let's see, where's my gesso? Now, I'm not going to take this all the way back to white, but I'm going to be using a lot of white paint, you know, in this. But I'm just going to paint straight on top of this. And I don't have a pre-plan in here, except one thing I want to do. One thing I don't like about this painting is it's so busy. So what I'm thinking right now is that I'll probably, first of all, I'm going to rotate it around. I'm thinking I'm going to make bigger shapes and then go from there. Okay, so I'm going to keep in mind my rule of thirds, you know, where the intersections are, and that's about it. I'm just going to have some fun today. So I'm going to put out quite a bit of this gesso. And I think I'll start with this big brush. I forgot to get water. Yeah. Okay, so now I got some water. It's very dirty water. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to grab some of this white. I'm going to mix in a little bit of transparent yellow oxide, iron oxide. Not very much, just a little squirt. And I'm just going to mix it in with the brush. It doesn't need to be mixed in too well. It's about this color right here. I'm just going to start in here. I want to get the sides. You know, I'm probably going to go ahead and paint over this whole thing, but as you can see, you know, I'm not making the paint opaque. I'm not putting a thick layer. But this, you know, it grays down everything and it knocks it back. It knocks it back in terms of color, and it knocks it back in terms of value. Okay? All right. I think I'm going to bring some, oh, this is black. Okay, I'm going to bring some black in here. Again, I don't really have a plan. I mean, I sort of did, but I think I may have already abandoned that initial plan. I've got a smaller brush now, a 2-inch brush, and quite a bit of water. I don't mind if this drips. Let me straighten this out a little bit. And I want to make some gestural marks and I also want to stand back and take a look at what's going on. Make sure the video camera is still working. Okay, so all right. So I think I'm gonna so that's all the black I'm going to put on there for the moment. And some of that I may cover up, I don't know. Pardon me. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mark or two. I'm going to make a mark or two, and then I'm going to step back. I'm going to make a mark or two and step back. That's a strategy I haven't used in a long time, but it's a fairly effective way to approach a painting when you're not sure where you want it to go. So I'm going to bring in some bright red now. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm not going to bring any bright red in. Not yet. What do I have here? That's some phthalo blue. Oh, this is actually phthalo turquoise. And it's been thinned out. I'm going to clean my 2-inch brush that had the black on it. Now I let this phthalo turquoise mix in with the white and the yellow oxide that was sitting on there on the palette. You see how this is bleeding? I don't care. I don't care. See, ideally, I need to like get a running start at this, but I got this huge table sitting right in the middle of the studio, so I can't do that. So, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? There. That's kind of interesting, maybe. As long as I have that color on my brush, bring it up here. You know, that's always a good idea, is while you have a particular color on your brush, move it around the canvas. But you want to keep in mind too that it's always good to use some variety. What I mean is, go ahead and use the color that's on your brush, but maybe, you know, mix it with a little more white or okay. I've got some red here now. Put that in there like that. I don't like what happened here. Okay, I do need to take a look. Well, it's got a lot more energy now. It's got a lot more energy. There's like a momentum to it, if you will. That's how I see it. But I think I need to let it dry. So I'm going to stop there for today. And that's it. By the way, if you haven't already picked up your free ebook, you can do so now. It's a free ebook that I put together that's, I call it a quick start guide. It shows you, it takes you step by step with some photos and everything and detailed instructions on how I create the designs that got me into the Omni Hotel Art Project, where I now have 52 paintings in the Omni Hotel in downtown Dallas. So it's a popular design, and get the book and I'll show you how to make it. Till next time, happy painting. That's a wrap.